Most garden trowels are basically disposable. You buy them, they bend the first time you hit a stubborn rock, and then they end up in the trash by midsummer. But this one from Edward Tools is trying to change that narrative. Right out of the gate, you notice the weight. It is not some flimsy piece of stamped metal that feels like it might snap in your palm. It has a heft to it that suggests it actually wants to do some work. The carbon steel construction is the real star here. It feels rigid, almost stubborn, which is exactly what you want when you are trying to pry a stubborn perennial out of packed clay. What is interesting is the inclusion of depth markers right on the blade. It sounds like a small detail, but when you are trying to get a dozen bulbs at the exact same depth, it saves you from constantly guessing or grabbing a ruler. It is one of those features that feels like it was designed by someone who actually spends time in the dirt. Then there is the grip. It is rubberized and shaped in a way that gives you a bit more leverage. When you are digging into rocky soil, your hand usually starts to cramp up, but the ergonomics here seem to distribute that pressure pretty well. Now it is not perfect. The finish is functional rather than pretty, and if you are the type of person who likes their tools to look pristine, you might find the gray and green aesthetic a bit utilitarian. It is definitely a tool meant for the shed, not for a display case. Also, while the carbon steel is tough, you still have to be mindful of moisture. Even with the rust-proof claims, it is always a good idea to wipe it down after a long day in the garden, just to keep it in top shape for the long haul. The lifetime warranty is a bold move, though. It shows the brand is pretty confident that this thing isn't going to fail under normal use. It is rare to see that kind of backing on a hand tool these days. If you're tired of replacing your gear every single season because the neck bent or the handle came loose, this is a serious step up. It is not going to turn gardening into a chore-free experience, but it certainly makes the digging part a whole lot less frustrating. For anyone who takes their planting seriously, this is a solid, no-nonsense piece of kit that feels like it will be around for a long, long time.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.